I know you are out there. You're listening. You're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I can't see the future. I'm not here to tell you how this is going to end. I'm here to tell you how this is going to begin. I'm going to start this broadcast, and when I do, I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. A world without controls and boundaries. A world where anything is possible. A newly discovered patent published in August of 2015 shows that Facebook now has the technology to utilize the camera on your phone or your computer to keep, record, and analyze your facial emotions, and then change the ads that show up in your newsfeed based on those emotions. This from the Free Thought Project. The patent, titled Techniques for Emotion Detection and Content Delivery, explain how the device's camera will be used to view the user's face to determine their mental state, i.e. sad, happy, angry, etc. When Facebook identifies your mental state, they will use it to keep you on the site longer. Facebook would analyze the images of your face and determine how or what to show you next to keep you engaged. Patent number US 201-502-42679 can be found at the official website for the United States Patent and Trademark Office. As you can see on the left, the applicant, Facebook, filed for the patent in August of 2015, or at least had it published. An abstract about the patent. Techniques for emotion detection and content delivery are described. In one embodiment, for example, an emotion detection component may be identified at least one type of emotion associated with at least one detected emotional characteristic. A storage component may store the identified emotion type. An application program interface component may receive a request from one or more applications for emotional type, and in response to the request, return the identified emotion type. The one or more applications may identify content for display based upon the identified emotion type. The identification of content for display by one or more applications based on the identified emotion type may include searching among a plurality of content items, each content item being associated with one or more emotion type. Other embodiments are described and claimed. Facebook is literally recording our facial expressions, figuring out when we're sad, angry, happy, upset, depressed, and they're using our emotions against us as weapons to keep us addicted. Think about it. When you see the little red dot, what happens? We're no different than Pavlov's dog. Endorphins go off in the brain. It makes you feel good. Facebook is aware of this. They actually put a little delay right before the red dot shows up because they know that that delay keeps you anticipated like you're pulling a slot to go gambling. Looking deeper into Facebook's patent, we could see they actually make a pictorial depiction of what their application does. We see the happy little stick figure man and the image device recording his face. That's your cell phone. We scroll down. Emotion detection component. They are literally detecting if you're sad, happy, whatever it might be. There's a memory of it. They keep the records of your emotions. The API component, which allows them to identify when you're happy and sad. Applications, which allows them to change what occurs in your newsfeed based on your emotions. In typical Orwellian fashion, Facebook has issued a soft denial that they actually use this application against the masses. But if we track the history of Facebook, we've seen before that they are willing to manipulate people's emotions.
There's a controversy this morning that you might see mentioned on your Facebook feed, but then again, you might not. Facebook secretly conducted a massive psychological experiment on nearly 700,000 users, or as Time magazine put it, quote, Facebook totally screwed with a bunch of people in the name of science. The social media giant manipulated the newsfeed section to learn if negative or positive postings affect your mood. Well, it turns out that they can. Bridget Carey is a senior editor with our partners at CNET. Bridget, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so help me understand, what exactly did they do and why is it so bad?
Well, it certainly is uncomfortable to think of what they did. Here you have a case where Facebook decided people are only going to see positive posts in their feed or only going to see negative posts in their feed, and they wanted to see what that did to you, if that made you a little more negative or you a little more positive. So do they have the right?
Would you change you if you got a lot of bad news?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I think it takes a lot. Go ahead, Diane.
Well, do you sign up for Facebook to play games and to be a lab rat, or do you just want to talk to your friends? And so there's an ethical problem here.
And what difference would it make? So they give you a lot of negative news, or they give you a lot of positive news. They found that it did affect people's mood and what they would do.
Yeah, very slightly. You're a little more positive if you see all positive things, and you're a little more negative if you see more negative things. But then you got to worry about, well, what does that mean going forward? I mean, are advertisers going to take advantage of that? Are they going to start serving you ads if you're feeling a little blue?
Yes, clearly they are.
To kind of, take advantage of what they're seeing.
The larger point here, what is Facebook doing with its users?
Yeah, and transparency, I would say. I mean, here's a case where they say they're covered because in the data use policy, that really long thing that we all agree to, we all read it really
that
closely.
nobody reads.
Yeah. Right.
If politicians really cared about the people, they would pass a law that terms and conditions could be no longer than 3 pages in size 12 font.
Yeah.
They have a lot of things that they say they're going to use your data for. Among them, they'll be able to target advertisements to you. And the word research is just stuck in there. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think of research as, being a subject of a science experiment.
If you're not already convinced that you're being spied on, take a look at this picture that emerged of Mark Zuckerberg. In the picture, you could see his laptop with a piece of tape over the camera and a piece of tape over the microphone. There are precautions you could take to prevent Facebook from spying on you. If you have an iPhone, go to your Settings app and scroll down until you find the Facebook application, tap Open, under Facebook tap on Settings, and you'll see a list labeled Allow Facebook to Access. The microphone and camera will both be under this list. Simply tap on the toggles to display or enable any of these features you think violate your privacy, location, camera, microphone. If you're a little bit more like me, maybe you don't trust Facebook even if you change the settings. That's okay, we have solutions for that too. You could buy these Avery color coding label dots, and you could just put them on the front and back cameras of your phone and you should be covered. At the beginning of every one of my videos, I start with the introduction that I know you're out there. You're listening, you're afraid of us, you're afraid of change. The reason I start with that introduction is to show people that we literally are being spied on. That Facebook is out there, and they are watching us and trying to manipulate our emotions. That the recent Vault 7 release from WikiLeaks showed that our Samsung televisions are spying on us. Big Brother is all around us, but we don't have to be afraid. I'm going to keep exposing Big Brother, the spy state, and all the corrupt things that our government does. But I need your help. Fund grassroots media. Go to www.patreon.com. Under Tom Anderson. With a donation as little as $1 a month, you could free my time to do the research so I could get videos like this out every day. We are going to expose the corrupt. We are going to expose the political establishment. We are going to expose the global corporate government. I'm Tom Anderson, FFR News.